guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we will talk about Bennacer, the 25-year-old midfield maestro who is playing for AC Milan, because Corriere dello Sport is reporting that Liverpool are interested in signing him. Let me know, do you think Liverpool need to sign a midfielder this summer, or do you think it's a better strategy to wait until next summer and sign Jude Bellingham? Sky Sports today has confirmed that Liverpool are interested in Jude Bellingham, but the earliest that we can sign him is 2023. Do you think it is a big risk going into the season, especially with the way Liverpool started the season with 2 games without a win, to go into the season without midfield reinforcement? Or should we sign somebody like Bennacer? And I know that Jurgen Klopp said at the moment Liverpool are not looking to make a transfer. I just want to look at Bennacer and what he could bring to Liverpool in the case that Liverpool decide to sign a midfielder. So if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like, and also we will have an injury update on Diogo Jota, Bobby Firmino and all the other players. And Jurgen Klopp also responded to the rumours that Naby Keita is upset at Liverpool and he's looking to transfer away. So all of that packed in this video, so I'm really excited to bring you guys this news. So the AC Milan management, according to Corriere dello Sport, are aware of the rumours of interest from Liverpool in Ismail Bennacer, which has forced Milan to take action, according to the report, because Paolo Maldini and Ricky Massara, the people in charge of AC Milan's contracts and transfers, they are now eager to speed up the process of a contract renewal. So if Liverpool decide to sign Bennacer, I think the time is right now, when he still doesn't have a new contract. His current contract expires in 2024, so if AC Milan don't extend his contract right now, next summer he will be available on a cut price deal. But also right now it wouldn't take a lot of money to sign Bennacer, because his market value, according to Transfermarkt at the moment, is 33 million euros. So Liverpool could get Bennacer for around 25-30 million pounds, in my opinion. And also the Corriere dello Sport report mentions that the new contract will increase his wages from 1.5 million euros net per season to a figure around 3.5-4 million euros. And that's still very low in terms of what the players are earning at Liverpool. This is actually the original report from Corriere dello Sport, and I also translated it for you guys, so you can see here that the renewal will also receive a big salary pay rise, so from 1.5 million euros to around 3.5-4 million euros per year on Bennacer's contract. That's what the paper is reporting. So Bennacer is 24 years old. He was born in France, but he's from Algeria and he's playing for the Algeria national team. He's a midfielder, mainly defensive midfielder. He doesn't have a lot of goals because he's more of a defensive or central midfielder, but he's more of a box-to-box midfielder. So he's 24 years old. He's left-footed, something that Liverpool don't have a lot of left-footed midfielders in their team. And as I said, his market value is around 30 million pounds. Last season he played 40 games in total, getting 2 goals and 1 assist. As I said, he is not really a goal-scoring midfielder. And he's not, the first name on AC Milan's team sheet. The previous season he played 30 games, and in his first season at AC Milan 3 years ago he played 35 games, as you can see. But also 40 games playing for the Serie A champions AC Milan. I think it's a really good record. And also he already played 40 games for the Algeria national team as well. And it's interesting that he has a father who is from Morocco and a mother who is from Algeria, and each one chose to represent Algeria. And he could be another African player that could go to the Africa Cup of Nations with Naby Keita and Mo Salah, the only 2 African players left at Liverpool. His style of play is dynamic, tenacious, energetic, diminutive and versatile left-footed player who is regarded as a highly promising prospect in modern football. Bennacer is capable of playing in several midfield roles, as I said, defensive midfielder, box-to-box midfielder, even as an attacking midfielder, even though he's not mainly used there at AC Milan. So we don't really know if he was deployed regularly as an attacking midfielder, how good his goal scoring output would be, but probably not as good as somebody other like Naby Keita, who could hopefully play regularly. We will talk about Naby Keita a little bit later in this video. And basically, mainly he has been used as a deep lying playmaker and in a holding midfield role, and also as an attacking midfielder or center offensive minded midfielder. Of course, Fabinho is our main defensive midfielder, but in some games Bennacer could play there, or he could play next to Fabinho on the left side, because I think there is a space there left open, because nobody has really excelled and made that position their own. Also the right sided midfield spot is similar as well. So Thiago, because he's out injured for a month and a half, Bennacer could come in right now and play on the left side of Liverpool's midfield. Him being left-footed, he could get a good connection with Luis Diaz and Andy Robertson, who are both left-footed players. His main characteristics are his speed, his vision, his intelligence, composure, dribbling skills, passing and technique. He's also known for his ability to transition from defense into attack. So he's a pretty versatile player, but his best position, as I said, is a defensive or a box-to-box midfielder. And this last season was his breakthrough season, and when AC Milan won their first Scudetto, their first Serie A title for many years, more than 10 years, Bennacer was integral in that. He played 31 of the 38 league games, and also he generated a lot of praise from Italian pundits, showing dominating performances against the likes of Inter and Napoli. And Bennacer only scored 2 goals, but one of them was really crucial. When Milan was drawing 2-2 against Bologna, he scored the 3rd goal, with the winning goal in an eventual 4-2 win for AC Milan. And that was a huge 3 points in Milan's quest to win another league title in their history. And he scored another very important goal in a 1-0 win against Cagliari, the only goal of the game. It was a screamer from outside of the box, and that also helped Milan stay top of the league. I'm already thinking about him scoring bangers for Liverpool, but probably that's not why Liverpool will sign Bennacer if we decide to sign him. So Bennacer was signed by AC Milan in 2019 from Empoli, where he played a few seasons, and his transfer fee was 60 million euros plus bonuses, so around 16-17 million pounds probably in total. So right now, if AC Milan get double of that value and Liverpool pay around 28-30 million for Bennacer, I think this could be a really good solution for Liverpool's injury problems. And Bennacer is not an injury-prone player. As I said, he hardly ever gets injured. And Liverpool have too many injury-prone players in midfield. Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Curtis Jones, Jordan Henderson, Thiago. That's 5 of the 8 midfielders who always pick up little injuries or big injuries, niggles, and they are always unavailable for some weeks. So Liverpool don't really have a settled midfield that we can play with for a number of weeks in a row, and that's a problem, I think, for rhythm and for just Liverpool having their settled midfield would benefit, of course, the forward players as well. So I was wondering about Bennacer's injury history as well, and you can look that up on Transfermarkt for any player. And Bennacer, he only had like 2 pretty serious injuries. The first one was 2 seasons ago, the 2021 season, where he missed 11 games. He was out with a muscle injury for 45 days, and the second injury was also in that same season, where he was out for 8 games with another muscle injury. But the other injuries or the others are just games missed, just 1 or 2 games, so those are not really serious. So 2 injuries 2 seasons ago, I don't think that's a cause for concern really, and they are not like super long injuries, so sometimes it happens with every player really. And great news, Bobby Fimino is back in training. That is really encouraging. Liverpool posted a picture, training time, with a very serious Luis Diaz and Bobby Firmino on the picture, in the picture, and I think that's very super important after Darwin Núñez got a 3-game suspension for a red card. Man United is our next game on Monday at Old Trafford, so playing without a striker wouldn't be ideal. So I think Bobby Firmino being back on Friday from injury is really important, because he can play, he can train for 3 full days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to get ready for the Man United game. And Fimino must be licking his lips to come up against a really terrible Man United defense, but I don't think we should underestimate them. I don't think we should go into the game and think it will be as easy as last season, where we beat them 5-0 and 4-0. And also with Man United trying to get Casemiro over the line over the next 48 hours, they are obsessed with Casemiro playing against Liverpool. It's a really good transfer for Man United, I will be honest, but I'm not sure if they can get that over the line and registered in time for the Man United Liverpool game. Liverpool also posted a fitness update on players like Fimino, Naby Keita, Diogo Jota, Curtis Jones. So Firmino trained normally, he will be ready for the Man United game. Jurgen Klopp said he's ready. Naby Keita was ill for a week, so last game on the bench, he's in full training and he looks really good, so all fine. All the others train normal as well, as nobody else from Matip, Thiago, Konate, Curtis Jones, Jota, Ox, Calvin Ramsey, Kevin Kelleher, nobody came back from those injuries. And Curtis Jones and Diogo Jota are getting closer, but no chance for the Man United game, and hopefully after the Man United game Liverpool will give a much closer prognosis on when they will be back. And Jurgen Klopp also said that there was nothing in the Naby Keita being upset and looking for a transfer away from Liverpool, and Liverpool thinking about selling him. Rumours, there were nothing in them. They are not true. Jurgen Klopp said, it's really funny when I have to respond on news. So you think, oh, what can I believe at all? Nothing, because what you learn if you sat on my side of the table is how often 0% is behind news. Naby was ill for a week, last week on the bench. He has been in training, looks really good. He's not a player who is overly happy when he's not playing, and that it should be like that. It's completely fine. Nobody came to me and asked me anything about that. But there were reports in Sky Germany that Naby Keita was a little bit unhappy at Liverpool. So maybe those rumors came after Naby Keita briefed his agent that he was not happy at Liverpool 100%. But with only 1 year left on his contract, that's understandable. Hopefully Liverpool won't sell him, because then we would definitely need to sign another midfielder. And Jurgen Klopp and Darwin Núñez are keen to move on from red card after they spoke. And it's very good that Darwin Núñez was very disappointed with himself, and he said, I know I shouldn't do it, but it was about emotions and about all these kind of things. So we will move on from it. I'm sure Darwin Núñez will learn from it, and Jurgen Klopp will have probably a tough time, playing without Darwin Núñez, because he started so well before that red card. But Bobby Firmino, I think, against Man United is actually an ideal player to start for us. So really looking forward to that game. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.